Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I am pleased to join the discussion on the borrowing for the Dennery Water Project. I give unbridled support to this motion to borrow to complete the project so that the people of Dennery North, who have contributed so significantly to national growth and development, can actually get relief in the form of safe drinking water. I want to join the member for Dennery North in establishing very clearly in this honorable House that the people of Dennery contributed so significantly to the socio-economic development of St. Lucia as a whole, especially the northern part of the island. But very little, Mr. Speaker, of the contribution went into the development of Dennery North. And one will look at the Dennery Water Project in isolation. It's not in isolation, Mr. Speaker. The Labour Party deliberately set priorities. It was not by accident that we saw the construction of the Debonnaire Bridge. It was not by accident, Mr. Speaker, the Lower Grand Ravine concrete road. It was not by accident the Tomazo Bridge as well as the Alba Bridges were constructed. Those things were not just a product of spontaneous combustion, came like a sudden discovery, Mr. Speaker. It was because we deliberately set priorities. The Dennery Water Project was in the context of health, Mr. Speaker. You know, the provision of health in any society is not just hospitals and health centers alone. It is good food, safe drinking water, and a clean and wholesome environment. And so we deliberately made it a priority for us to deal with the water situation in Dennery North. And I could say to you, Mr. Speaker, had we been in office right now, phase 2 would have been completed. Now, I listened to the member for Grosile as well as the member for Babuno, indicating that anything good, irrespective of the source, they will continue. When the member for Dennery North said he was a little nervous. So are they suggesting, Mr. Speaker, and I'm asking a question, that the St. Jude's reconstruction project was not good for the country, so they had to stop it? The Laborie market was stopped. All the CDP projects in Pom, Black Bay, and other parts of the constituency, they were all discontinued. Are they suggesting that those projects were not good for the people of my constituency? And today, a government with a track record of stopping everything significant would stand up in this house and criticize the opposition for stopping things? The member for Grosile, are you suggesting, are you suggesting the administrative building in Viewport was useless? And you talk about services useless? Yes. So you believe that a horse racing track is the best thing since sliced bread? You see, Mr. Speaker, at the appropriate time, we shall debate in context those major failures. But for today, I want to conclude by indicating that this St. Lucia Labour Party, whether in opposition or in government, will continue to support the development of Dennery North as well as the rest of the constituencies in this country. And any project of value to the people of this country will be continued by the St. Lucia Labour Party. But any project which is inimical to the well-being of the people of this country, we shall get out of it. So again, I support what is good for the people of Dennery North to get safe drinking water. And I'm pleased to have been associated with this project to negotiate the US $5 million on behalf of the country for that intervention. And I was well on my way, Mr. Speaker, in negotiating a further $5 million so that we can continue the project. But you see, unfortunately, you can laugh. You can laugh, Honorable Member. That's all you can do, laugh. But certainly, we are committed to the people of Dennery North. And when we return to office, Mr. Speaker, when we return to office, whenever elections are called, we will continue the development of Dennery North. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.